this upcoming weekend on the Champions of Tabletop. I am, of course, Matt, joined by Dion, your friendly local game store owner, and Shay, your game developer. So with that, gentlemen, this is our chance to kind of share with people what we played this past week that we really enjoyed, and then also something we're looking forward to playing this weekend that maybe they can also pull on, dust off of their shelf of opportunity, or stop at their friendly local game store and pick up for this weekend to play with their friends. So, Shay, what did you play this last week that you had a lot of fun with?
So what I played last week, which I totally knew the assignment and knew that was going to be the first thing, and I did. Can't Stop. I heard Can't Stop. Like it can't stop. I can't do the other part of it, but Can't Stop.
Oh, you can't do that right now.
It's such a fun game. It's simple. And if you have like an addiction to rolling dice and trying to push your luck, that's how you fix it. Or not fix it, but that's how you feed it.
I don't know if you fix it. You definitely feed it.
You feed it so much. So you roll 4 dice, separate those dice into 2 numbers, and then you go up on this like stop sign looking board. And you're trying to reach to the top. And the first person to reach all 3 numbers on top wins. But it's push your luck because you can only go up, like if I roll 7 or 8, okay, that's where I'm starting with. Then I roll 6, then there's 6, 7, 8. And so my other rolls have to be 6, 7, or 8, or all the progress I get from going up that track is gone. So it's like you want to
almost like craps in reverse.
Yes. And so it is such a fun game. It's not because it's simple, something you can pull out at any time. I think that's a good game that you can actually play like if you're on a train or on a plane.
You need a place to roll, but
you have a place to roll. If you just make it like a little thing, you can just pull it's such amazing. So Can't Stop. Also by Eagle Griffin Games. Well, it's an old game, but it was now with Eagle Griffin. So I got Eagle Griffin games that I like.
Games. There you go. I did order a bunch of those too. So
yeah, what's yours?
Recently played. The one that I recently played is, I tell you a game that kind of surprised me, and it's one that I stayed away from because I don't like randomization, was Space Base. So I don't know if you ever played Space Base. It's a lot of randomization. I hated that about it. However, I did like I'm building my own little platform based on what I'm rolling, and then I'm sending ships out, and then I get bonuses. Whatever you roll, I get bonuses and rewards, and then whenever I roll, I get bonuses and you get bonuses, and you're kind of building your own reward system based on numbers that you're rolling, which is kind of cool. And then you're selecting cards with the money that you buy. Your money always drops after you spend it. But I kind of enjoyed it. It was one that I normally would not put in my to-play games or want to play games, but I enjoyed Space Base. It was kind of fun this weekend, and I played it and was like, okay, this is all right.
Mine is, and I'm so proud of her. My wife and I celebrated our 12th anniversary this past week.
I'm proud of her too.
Oh. Anyways, so we had one night where we were trying to do a little bit of things that she enjoyed and some things that I enjoyed as kind of a celebration of us. And so we did play a board game. She did play a board game with me.
Okay.
Yeah, Kid Show. And that game was Robin Hood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The one where you
with the storybook
and the story.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. A lot. Very simple.
I wouldn't expect that to be like something she would.
Well, I picked it because it's a very lightweight game.
I agree.
Very story-driven co-op. So I thought from the perspective of she doesn't like competition, she doesn't like too much strategy. I thought it might do well, and she really struggles during the rule explanation portion of the show. So the fact that basically the game kind of just jumps you right into the story as soon as you get all the pieces out, I think it helped her a lot. And I let her read the book. I was Robin Hood and she was Little John, and of course, the first campaign, you gotta get Little John out of the tower and get him to safety. And so we did it pretty quick. And when we got done, she's like, "Well, do you want to do the next one?" And I did one of these, and then I was like, "Is she hiding something? Like, is this her way of winning points? Like, does something horrible happen? She didn't want to talk to me. So she's buttering me up like a turkey." But yeah, she was willing to play another campaign, so we did the first 2, and it was enjoyable. I think it's a game for the right type of audience, which I think is more of a casual gamer. It's very simple.
That's very story driven. Yeah. I like the little flip up, the little flaps that you have.
Yeah.
Flip up. My problem with those is I think after the replay value probably is rather low, but it's very good quality for what you pay for and what you get.
Yeah.
The book is really nice. The little like divider that holds the bookmark is really cool. I mean, the whole game is really nice.
Oh,
The 3 movement markers are all like plastic moving markers. So they did a real good job with it.
yeah.
Like I said, the replay value I don't see very, very good because there wasn't many things I played when I played through that made me go, oh, I could do this differently.
Well, there were I don't think there were a lot of variants to the game.
So I think once you play it, it's kind of like we completed it, high five, and then it goes out the door, or sell it to someone who else hasn't played it. But
or you're willing to play it with somebody else.
who didn't play it. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's a really well done game. I tell you one that I think you should take home to your wife called Coffee Rush. But my wife is not a gamer either. She really highly enjoyed that one.
My wife hates coffee though.
Well, my wife doesn't hate coffee, but it is a really good game where there's not a whole lot of thought process to it, but there's enough that makes me enjoy it to where you are still like fulfilling these orders, and the pieces are all really nice pieces, all little coffee cups. It's one I highly recommend you take home to your wife. I think she would like that.
Yeah. Or maybe I can bring her into the shop.
Bring her to the shop. I'll teach it.
Perfect.
While she not pays attention to me like she doesn't you. So
At least she might pay attention to you.
no.
So Dion, Shay, what are you excited about this weekend?
So I know I can't. This is a good week for me because we're playing party games tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. So like Decrypto is like my favorite. Not my favorite party game, but it's like up there as like top tier party game. And I now have a copy of this. I thankful for the copy that was given to me. And I will play it even more now because I have it. I also have the expansion. But anyway, Decrypto, you have 4 words. You're trying to say a code that has to do with these words without the other team knowing what the code is, and you're trying to figure out what their code may be by listening to what they're saying, and it's really good. It's such a simple but yet it's just good, and I want it. Also, I really want to play Shifting Dark, but I only can pick one, so I'll do Decrypto. But Shifting Dark is right there too.
Yeah.
Decrypto and like Turning Machine to me is, in the same company. And, that's one that my son and I have really liked.
Yeah.
So,
If you like those, check out AI Puzzle. AI Puzzle is one that's coming out next month. Or
does the AI do all the puzzles for you?
No. But it is you're trying. Your ship's crashing, and you got to deal with AI in order to make it not crash, like your spaceship's crashing. And you have to solve these like puzzles as you're doing it. If you
Flight
love
of the Navigator.
Turing Machine, you love Decrypto, you'll love this game. It's coming out real soon. Check it out on our 5 and 5 that I actually posted.
It's crazy how great your voice sounds when it gets to the voiceover part.
Yeah. Well, hey, you gotta switch. I switch it up. I flip a button literally.
Yeah, do that. Okay. So what are you looking forward to this weekend, Dion?
So I cheated. I picked 3 games.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm going to talk about them pretty quickly here, just kind of give you a rundown. But they're all done by my friend at Draco Studios, which is our sponsor this month here at Voss Media Board Game Cafe, also for Champions of Tabletop. And these little 3 games he gave me while I was at the counter. In fact, he's a Mexican studio, or studio in Mexico, and all of them have instructions. I had to print up the English instructions off of Board Game Geek, but the art is just absolutely beautiful, and it works well because they're all using icons. And this Pat Securo, I'm going to go ahead and slaughter that, is a really good game. And this one is you're trying to create an altar, and you're trying to create the best altar of like your families and friends and what's been, kind of to go with the Day of the Dead type of scenario, which is really good. All of the art kind of very much Rococo. Yeah, actually, you can tell by the
Not
front.
Rococo, Coco.
Coco.
Yes, Coco.
Oh, Coco.
Yeah.
You got Lacerda in your head.
I do, because that's another I'm playing this week. Neural Riders is a different one. It's your bots, and you're going through like you're pulling out memories and stuff, and whoever has the best memories. It's another card-based game that you're trying to play. It's a really good game. And then actually Cosmic Cow, you're trying. Look at the aliens are epic. But you're actually you're competing against each other to get the most valuable cows. because cows is a resource. So you're abducting cows, which is really good. These 3 little games by our friends at Draco Studios, we're putting all of them on the table next weekend, I believe, or next week, I believe. But I am super excited to play them. I got a chance to play with them a little bit when I went to Gamma, and I thought, these are cute little fun games that should be in my store, and now they are.
No, they are.
So I'm really excited about these 3 here to kind of as my game of the week.
Nice. I for my game of the week that I guess I'm looking forward to playing. I didn't bring it with me because the fact of the matter is I couldn't physically carry it all.
So you can't pick it up?
I physically cannot carry it all.
I understand.
Right. It's weak. It's going to be Black Rose Rebirth.
Wow.
Yeah, just got that one on Kickstarter, backed it in 2021. And here we are in 2024, finally showed up. And this was, I think, the 3rd Kickstarter I ever backed. And the idea of miniatures was just jaw-dropping to me. Like, I was just obsessed with the idea of having all these little plastic figures. So what did I do back in 2021? I bought everything.
Yep, that sounds right.
Every miniature that you could possibly buy. And my God, that box showed up while I was gone on vacation.
I would hate to see your basement. Dude.
Oh my God. Like it's a nightmare now. And I genuinely have to start purging games because I don't have, like, I'm getting to the point where I'm loathing Kickstarters now. This is organized. Like my basement stinks at this point. Because
spaces for all those games up top.
It's ridiculous. Like, and I have no place to put this stuff, and it's embarrassing at this point. And so, I mean, I think there were 12 or 13 boxes in this box. Obviously, the core game, which is a continuation of Black Rose Wars. So it's kind of a different element of the rebirth of the world. You play mages. It's kind of a head-to-head skirmish game. There is a solo mode. There is a co-op where you kind of play I think the black mage. It is a very complex game, and that's the thing that concerns me with this. Is
how are you going to get that played into the table? And
I have nobody to play with. This isn't a game you just pick up and play on the weekend real quick. It is a fat daddy rule book. It is a lifestyle skirmish game. And that's the part that kind of concerns me, like I said, is I just don't know how I'm going to get this table. So
I'm free on Saturday. Like,
this is not a. This is the problem. This is
no. Let's get to know about it now. I can read up on it.
Like every Saturday.
This is
for the next 6
this is like
weeks,
campaign
6
games.
months.
Yeah. No, it's not a campaign game per se. It's a skirmish game, but it's kind of like too many bones. It's not just a game you say, hey, I'm going to play today.
Yeah.
And then you try to like learn as you go. This is every movement has a purpose. All the mages have all these abilities with all these interactions, and all the skills have additional interactions to the interactions. It's just a lot going on. And to the point where, honestly, like when the box showed up, I was like, can I just put this on BGG and sell this?
I hear you.
Which bit's your game of the week?
It's my game of the week because it has to be, because
you got to get some of your return.
It's got to be, right?
Look. As I say this with all of my heart. If you ever need somebody to play one of your many of games you have,
the problem is, Shay, is just a matter of having the time to do it.
I know, I feel it. So, like I said, I'm free Saturday. We're playing some other games. I'll talk to you after the show that you could come and play. Cause we doing a weekend thing.
Well,
games. I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you after the show. But yeah, dear, I got
There's
you.
a weekend thing going on in Voss. If you're down, I don't know.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like,
All
we can do this.
Okay.
You say that, but he never shows up.
Well, there's a big shelf of opportunity coming up here, Shay. So
that's what I'm saying.
So we'll figure it out. But with that, so definitely some games to look into if you haven't played, and definitely some games this weekend to pick up and check out if you're looking for something to play this weekend. So with that said, we'll go ahead and wrap this week's episode up, and definitely don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. That's what gives us the energy to keep making these videos.
That's right.
So
Visit your friendly local game store.
So every time you watch these videos and don't click the like button or comment, somewhere Dion cries a sad tear.
I do.
So
big tear.
with that, don't let Dion cry anymore.
No, big
he wants
cry
to
baby.
be happy.
I want to be happy.
So with that, of course, we'll wrap up and say our phrase that we always say.
Champions never stop playing.
Yeah, that.